Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Putri Srimati Bakthi Swami Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharani Vishesha Shunyavadi Pasha Pratishtharani. Hare Krishna. Firstly, I would like to thank the devotees of His Holiness Bakthi Charu Swami Maharaj for giving me an opportunity to say a few words by way of my offering to His Holiness. Unlike some of the other devotees who have spoken before me, I came very late to Krishna consciousness at a very late stage in life, and therefore have had very few opportunities of interacting physically with some of the senior disciples of Srila Prabhupada. But particularly with regard to His Holiness Bakthi Charu Swami Maharaj, given the frequency of his visit to Singapore, I would say I was fortunate enough, along with Shobhami, to have his association on more than one occasion. I quite vividly remember the personal interaction that I had with him during one of the Artha Forum sessions, where after his session, I mustered the courage to go in front of him and introduce myself, offer my respects and obeisances to him. And despite a swarm of people who were standing beside him to get his association and his darshan, he took the time to find out as to what our initiated names were, who we were disciples of. And when we said we were disciples of His Holiness Charu Swami Maharaj, he actually took the time to inquire as to where Maharaj is, how his health was going, because that was the time that he was going through a particularly challenging phase. So that was one side which kind of revealed his very soft nature, like a flower, as Devkinandan Prabhu just mentioned a while ago. The other instance that I kind of recollect where he came across like a thunderbolt, not to me, but then that's how I perceived it sitting at the back, was in one of the initiation sessions, when all the initiates, they had come, they were sitting in this particular area, and they had all shaved their head. There was one particular disciple, I remember, who for some reason had not done so. And Maharaj was very inquisitive as to why that particular individual alone had not done that. And this person explained that there are challenges at the workplace and so on. But then Maharaj still insisted that this is one thing that he would not compromise upon. And he sent the disciple back. He came back after his head was shaved. And then he explained as to why we do this, at least on that one particular occasion, the importance of surrendering. Okay? So while it may have seemed that he was harsh, but then the positive or the very sensitive side of his was reflected in terms of how he was willing to explain the reason why that is required and take him under his shelter. The other one that I know about is, this happened not with me but with my brother. So when we were looking for an altar for our deities at home, we decided to go with the Ujjain workshop that Maharaj had wonderfully set up. And I was coordinating it with some of his disciples in Ujjain. And I had requested my brother to travel from Bangalore to Ujjain to go and spend some time, look at how the work was coming up, and then come back. So he spent about 2 nights at Ujjain, where Maharaj was present at that point of time. And during one of the classes, Maharaj noticed that he was a new person who had not been, seen before, and he singled out and, wanted to know more about him. Where are you from? Why are you coming to Ujjain? And then he called his associates and he said that ensure that his prasadam is well taken care of, his accommodation is well taken care of, and so on and so forth. So that kind of brought out again, the care, the loving nature that Maharaj had to each of, not just his disciples, but all of us who are part of the ISKCON family of Srila Prabhupada's family. And of course, the last time that Maharaj visited Singapore, I think it was in Jan of 2020, just before the outbreak of COVID. He was sitting here and it happened to be the day of Thaipusam. And I vividly remember the class that he gave in terms of, because that evening the procession had just happened, people piercing their bodies, and he spoke about why it is important to preserve the body and use this body as a vehicle to serve Krishna. And he sang that beautiful bhajan on Maili Chadar Odke, that was very, very heart stirring. So these are some of the memories that at least personally I have of Maharaj. And any glorification of Maharaj would be incomplete without the glorification of his devotees, like some of the other devotees have already stated. we all owe it to them for small little things, you know, in terms of cleaning the temple after the program is over, after festivals are over, transporting things. So on this day, I would like to offer my thanks to all his devotees, the wonderful devotees that Maharaj has given us, for ensuring that our Krishna consciousness is well protected and it is progressing on the right track. So I would like to seek Maharaj's blessings on today's Tirubhav ceremony, so that we are always committed to serving Srila Prabhupada, to our respective, and serving our respective spiritual masters, and we always remain in ISKCON committed to the cause. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Prabhu's